But man, I went on the adventure I said I was gonna go on. I went to the Heard Museum and made a whole vlog. It's sick. It's really sick. I discovered all kinds of crazy shit. It's conspiratorial too. It's gonna be. It's gonna shake some shit up, man. What I said, and I talked some mad shit about people in the there's a concert, and like, when you go somewhere public, when you're going to a concert in public, you're putting yourself out in a place where other people are gonna see you, right, in public, and it's like they have that access to you in other people's space. There's so much security at this museum as well, and you'll see. It's a pretty cool video. It's uploading on both phones. There's so much Native American pottery, Kachina dolls. This guy, what was his name? He died this year, and he was an artist, and they had a lot of his art on display in multiple rooms. That was cool. Then I found out when I could go to Phoenix, but I'm going to the museum. There's a cultural pass that you can get. The library gives you that pays for the museums, so that you get the museums free anytime you want. Hook that up, and that's gonna happen. Alternative. This makes sense. There's like a high number of cameras, of broadcasters in this hashtag. Start up in here. 5 likes. One person came in, and now they're gone. Oh well. Shit. What happens? Rainbow 6, are you there? This turquoise my friend cuts. See this up in my town that I come from? This turquoise comes from there. My friend, he made that turquoise. Oh man, I told him to come down here and sell it, man. He'd probably sell a lot of it, because up there, shit, people aren't buying. It's like a tourist highway, like, things slow down. There's no traffic, no one has a reason to drive through. Starting some other shit later. Oh, man. The video is done. Did you see my video? Oh, check out the video last night. This is my video from last night. I'm de-copywriting it. I put it all together. Where is it? Right here. Yeah, it's great. 5 views. Nice. You dig this. If you like world music, there's people dancing in this video.
I gotta say welcome back to my friend Nick. Good to see you, man. So love you,
This is the second hottest pepper in the world. It's a scorpion pepper. Man, it's hot out there. I just got back from my fucking brutality. I've uploaded all the videos now, though. It's getting sick. You're gonna like this video. This is last night's vlog, but today's vlog is gonna be sick. I went to you'll see, the Heard Museum. The Heard Museum is a huge collection of art. Yeah, I've been to San Diego a couple times. I slept on the streets in San Diego. San Diego's a great place. Just go sleep on the streets. Sleep on the beach, whatever, nobody cares. It's a military base, though. I don't really like San Diego. It's just a military base. You know what I mean? It's not even really a city. It's some apartment buildings and a military base on the beach. The convention center. That's why I went there. Ooh, I'm getting views. 240 views. It's working. I'm finally getting views on my video. Hell yeah, 240 views. Nice. I finally did it. I think I'm gonna go viral again. Man, help me go viral. This is sick. I need it. man. It's not the best recording. That sucks. Ouch. That means this camera, I still gotta take this camera. This is still the better camera for videos. Fuck. That sucks. That's not even acceptable. Fuck, that's not even acceptable at all. That's sad. Fuck. Wow. That's whack as fuck.
Hard to digest at best with all people. Struggles to my customers, make it like full of suspicious. Sound contract and then they switch up the conditions. All follow rules, success ain't the key. I start off in school with an end up in prison. I'm caught for a mission. I get in this.
Oh shit, that was good, man. Like, that's crazy. Like, I'm partying on my videos. It's like, damn, party on.
Shipping over my shoulders, peeping at the corner.
40, 58. 57. Split. Back to what? 4006? 4002? Dun 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 dun. Split. Split. Done. Save. And then I'll get rid of that crap. That'll work? Yes.
Shipping over my shoulders, peeping at the corner. On the eyes in my mind, I know he's striking my shoulder. Seven is all these shoulders, they only trying to get over. They only trying to get over. They only worry about all this nuts.
Let's see what kind of silliness is going on right now.
It's carbonated, they corrode, they analyzing all my systems. Hard to digest at best with all people. Struggles to my customers, make it like full of suspicious. Sounding contract and then they switch up the conditions.
I don't think people care. Yeah, it's too hot. I just go pass out. I can pass out on broadcast too. That earns me points on. See what's going on. Let's spy on some shit though first. This is Jesus guy.
8 out of 10 isn't bad though, Jesus. Not bad at all. Well done. Proud of you. Hooray! Hooray, Jesus. Praise to you.
It's difficult for me to be more intense when, like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying half the time, and I'm completely improvising the whole story and everything that I'm doing. And, yeah. I wanted more explosions. Well, there was actually a person in the party who was supposed to be an explosions master, but he fucking killed himself because he's a retard. He got
Crypto Dreams is on?
I don't know. I don't swing like that.
Ban him. I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't swing like that at all, but I'll tell you what, like I said, some of the best conversations I had were with people who were gay, you know. I think it's cool. I have nothing against gay people at all. I think it's awesome, you know. It's just me, you know, I don't swing like that. I don't swing like that. I'm not bi, you know, I'm not gay, but dude, I think they're awesome. So So don't think I'm making fun of gay people because I just act like I was in love with Traveler and I was crying and all this stuff, okay? I think plastic and cooked food causes it. Yeah, I mean, they're not in every situation, okay? Because, look, I mean, all men are women until serotonin changes the brain chemistry, and then that changes, the male chemistry in the male sex organs. So we all kind of start off as female, and then as we evolve, in the mother, we end up, our sex. Now, sometimes that process can go a little haywire, and women can be, more of a male-dominated brain, and they become lesbian. There is that goes on, but also there is a lot of estrogen mimickers that are in our food and in our plastic bottles that make us more feminine. And also society wants men to be more feminine and encourages women. I kissed a girl and I liked it. I mean, you would never have heard that 20 years ago, So it's becoming more accepting, it's becoming more normalized, and, and the food and stuff does contribute to that. But also people are kind of like born, they feel like that. But also some people maybe just like being gay and they choose to be gay. So I think it's just a lot of different things, to be honest with you. I don't think it's just one thing. It could be a lot of different things. I know people of all genders and all humans are bi and poly. I mean, I don't know. That could be true. Definitely, Jonas. I know you do a hell of a lot more research than I do when it comes to that stuff. I could see that could be true. I mean, like just for an example, for all the straight males out there, when you look at an attractive guy, okay, can you say, hey, that guy's good looking? I'm not saying that you want to go screw that guy, or you think that guy's so attractive, but like you can see when an alpha male is around, and it's like, well, yeah, he's good looking, he has muscles and shit, so I want to be like that. So then you start lifting lifting to get muscles and shit like that. I can say that shit. It doesn't mean I'm going to go fuck guys, because I'm not into guys. I'm not bi, I'm none of that shit. But, if a good-looking guy walks around and I'm like, well, how can I get the abs that he has? How can I look like that? How can I, because I'm not a beta male, and just pecking order and shit. But I've been around guys that are ugly as shit, and I feel like I'm the smartest and the
He sounds like Traveler, kind of. They both have it's that East Coast thing, man. It's like, it's like the East Coast accent, man. I can't handle too much of it. It's like, come on. I'd rather listen to a New Zealand person, Let's find somebody funny. Something's happening somewhere.
Let's see.
What about the Fruition? What are they watching? Kyobe? Oh, Kyobe is that one girl. The cube is that one tofu cube, right? There we go. She's not my biggest fan, Miss Tofu Cube. Because she knows I ethically challenge her, and she doesn't want to get ethically challenged. She doesn't want ethics in her. She's just trying to have a good time and not have too much of a disease, but not really solve her problem. And I told her how to really solve her problem, and that makes her angry. So it's better.
Fill it with some strawberry syrup liquid.
Better that I avoid her. So, I could call her out on that shit.
Banana,
I'd be like, dude, that's freaking poor food combining. That's not gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt your stomach. Don't do that. But then they don't want to hear that shit. So why do that? What's this girl? It's Ray Ann. Someone I know is watching them. They're just horsing around.
And then so I think I'm going to decide to.
Some kind of 3D husky dog? What? Miss Master Fox is watching herself. And Cube is still on. It's Nancy Marie is watching Cube. What? Nancy Marie watched rather Cube than me? Man, Nancy Marie. That'd be cool.
This is the video that we're going to end this lovely little session on. I like to end the cute video, and I've been watching this guy who has a tech tab for a few weeks now. I don't know, I'm kind of obsessed with this guy's channel. Send Nancy Marie to me, says Jonas. Nancy's a free woman. She can do whatever she likes. If she wants to watch my broadcast, she can watch my broadcast. If she wants to go to your broadcast, she can.
She doesn't even No.
Anyways,
No, no, broadcast.
let's watch this cute crab.
Is disguising your voice and using a webcam filter?
And then
Ah.
just chill out for a few minutes. Send me a mango. Yeah. Jonas, I will let Nancy do whatever she pleases. But I want some dates out of this. Yeah, Nancy's not a creative item. She's a human being. But also send me dates. They overwrite. I don't know. What if you... can you just watch this cute crab video without there being any nonsense? The only nonsense I want to come from this broadcast is a crab eating a fly. Okay? The old princess and stuff. Yeah, of course. I am so happy about this crab. Wait, this isn't the one I wanted to see. I think this is the depressing one. I don't know. We'll watch this. This is so cute. I hope this crab has like a bigger like living area. You know what? I feel like ooh, pet crab eating banana. That's a little bit more on topic. Let's watch that one. Yeah, this crab is a
You can have as many devices as you want. Watch as many things as you want. You could have watching. That'd be funny.
little like mouth appendages just fine. That's I'm learning so much about crabs in this guy's videos. You have a remote that opens the doors on your car. Holy heck. I didn't know that like crabs' eyes move. I don't know what I thought they did, but like crabs can put like their eyes in like their little shell. Yeah. I feel like these are gonna be like my new de-stressor videos. It's like you're stressed, just watch a crab eating something. He's just taking his time. He's just living life.
Who's the other person that was on? Oh
He
yeah,
just likes bananas.
it was Traveler's Stalker. Crypto Dreams.
They have drone flying birds.
I gotta ask him if he's guested with freaking.
I mean, like when you hear in the beats, that's why, like, you know, believe it or not, like, you know, they say like Lucifer isn't going to be in double horns and looking like, you know, like a goat. Lucifer is going to be looking like that top 10 dime bag woman that's just going to milk you dry and take you off your game. You know, Lucifer or you know, this stuff that comes into your life and destroys your life. It's never ugly looking and stuff. It's going to be,
What the hell?
you know.
Let's really watch Bomb. Bomb's interesting. Bomb knows how to run a YouNow.
As a matter of fact,
Bomb's like a YouNow
What's that?
expert.
yeah, we can do that. We got a lot of footage.
Damn, Bomb's got
That's
the
for damn sure.
Princess
I might wind up
Unicorn
with
with
my
him.
planned music video channel, posting it on there, and then I can put forth maybe put on there my own music instead of the music that she selected or the no music. Khalid, hello there. Shukran. Thank you for coming back to my broadcast. Yes, and a big thanks to you people dropping those likes and dropping those bars and being those bar superstars like Just Lisa over there, #1 fan in the whole wide world. Non-stop writes, I didn't block.
See what I mean? I just don't need to be on here. If I'm broadcasting, I'm broadcasting, you know what I mean? Oh, Nancy's here. That's excellent. You know I got banned for nipples, Nancy, and now I'm back and I still have nipples, so I'm good. I think I'm good, all good in the hood. I got a scorpion pepper. It's really hot. I just got back from the art museum, though. I've been out since like 11 o'clock, and now it's 6. I've been dancing I danced all night, and now I danced all day, too. It was fun at the art museum. and I'm putting that show together. Both phones are uploading the videos, and soon those videos will be up, and I'll edit them together. And man, I found out so much stuff about the art museum and how they're exploiting Native Americans. And they said in the museum, in one of the rooms, it shows you how the railroad companies were making more money off tourism and selling Native American art than they were making off of the mining industry. More money was being made through the selling of jewelry than mining through the railroads. And so it's like a whole exploitative craft where a lot of Native Americans were constantly like almost like a Chinese sweatshop. Could you imagine? There's probably like whole villages of like Hopis and Navajos and like different Pima and Dene, all these Native American tribes, and they get-togethers where they get together and sell their jewelry, right? Where they all meet up, and this museum even gives them that on a march, where they all send delegates from their tribe and send with their current jewelry, and it's like they're constantly making jewelry for the tourist craft of the world. Isn't that strange? To like have like a jewelry making profession that the rest of the world kind of looks at. It's kind of like your heritage and like a payback for genocide of your whole culture. But like, oh, we killed all of you, and now you're all alcoholics, and all you do is you spend the money you make on you're selling this jewelry that we sell us super cheap on alcohol or whatever, you know? It's like, damn, it's quite the fix to be in, it seems like. And they said, with the museum people who work there, they said, well, we're all volunteers, and we don't make any money. We're all just volunteering here. So they're not even making money. They just have this awesome collection, like the biggest collection of Native American art you've ever seen. All of the pots from all of the tribes you ever heard of, and all the baskets and all of the Kachina dolls and infinite jewelry like from all these tribes, and it's it's something to see. And you'll see it in my video. But man, halfway through, like 3/4 way through, I kind of figured it out. I was like, wait a minute. And it was a Frida Kahlo show. So Frida Kahlo and her boyfriend were there, and they have like a lot of rebellious stuff too, you know. I found some new music. That's the thing to do, is play new music. What are you up to? You were just hanging out in Tofu Cube's room. I was about to say something about the strawberries and the bananas not mixing or whatever, and I didn't say nothing. I'm like, zip my lips. Yeah, communist. Well, it's like people who are collectors, actually. It's art museum collectors. Really rich people who they created an industry of Native American arts because they collected it, and they created a desire for it. And maybe there was people who were actually involved in the trade. You could think that's possible too, huh? People who like deal with Indian arts traders. You know, I can imagine that's quite the job. You know, people who. It's pretty sinister, because I know people who, like in New Mexico, like my friend Andy Brown. If you see on my Facebook just now, I just posted a ton of turquoise that he made. So he's mining stuff. He's actually mining all these gems and all this rocks and making jewelry. He's got like heart-shaped turquoise Zia pendants that he made. It's like, damn, dude, quite the artist. And he's got earrings and stuff. He made like turquoise earrings. But, I don't know. Communists. Are they? Okay. Oh, that's so cool. I don't know. What are you doing? Man, I got tricked by someone. That's no fair. It's someone I know for a long time, and I got tricked by them. And it's better off I got tricked, you know, than you know, the trick is over. It's better that the trick is over that I continued to get tricked. You know what I mean? Because that's what happens. I don't know, just someone. It was like subliminal messages or something, you know. Someone I know from a long time. Say there's someone I know, the time that, like, say, like, it was more than a year ago now, huh? But around when Charlotte came around, like, I was already hanging out with this person, and we were just hanging out as friends because we've known each other for so long. But she was having some transition. Like, she's talking about how she's moved, like, 18 times in 13 years. Like, that's a lot of times to have moved, huh? But, it's like instability of housing, huh? But But so she was just whatever moving. But then Charlotte stole her drink at this place called the Crescent Ballroom, where there's like a free hip hop show in the front room, and there's like shows in the main room. And that's where like the Blunt Club 13-year show I recorded was happened at. Like a lot of shows happen at Crescent Ballroom, but she stole her drink, you know, because they're both alcoholics in that same level. I think Charlotte is probably a worse alcoholic because if she doesn't have the alcohol, she'll go into DTs. But everybody who's an alcoholic, if they don't have alcohol, what happens? Yeah, they have a problem, right? Their whole life sucks. They become a depressed, miserable mess, and they're just like, ah, and the only thing that makes them feel good again is having more alcohol, right? Like, people who are alcoholics, I have a lot of alcoholic friends, I guess, you know, I just don't realize it because they're just all my friends. So I'm just like, blah, blah, blah. I just know them all the time, and they're always drunk. And I just don't realize it. I become oblivious, and I just know that is them, like how they are, right? It's just them. They're always in that state of drunkenness. But I thought they weren't drunk, you know what I mean? But then, like, in the morning, it's like, because she's like, I only want one thing, you know what I mean? And I'm like, what? Because I thought that they wanted just, like, a nug or something, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, yeah, I'll bring a nug. But I brought like some fruit. I was thinking like I'll try to trick them into eating fruit by bringing some jackfruit and durian that I had, and they didn't like they ate some of the durian and then they ate like a lot of the jackfruit, but they were like some of those people who are like, oh, I never eat fruit, you know, and like, but that's people who never even give it a chance, you know. So I don't know. So then, like, they won't communicate back, you know. And I was already in a situation where they weren't communicating to someone else, and I saw that kind of behind the scene because they're like, oh, this person sent me all these things. So then you know that if you were due to do something similar to something else that someone else did, and if that happens, that's what's in their mindset. You already know what it is because they've already said it aloud to you, you know, because when someone's drunk, they're super honest, you know what I mean? They can't hide a lot of things. They just don't hide anything, actually. You know, people who are drunk are probably pretty, like an open book, you know, like whatever you ask them a question, you'll get answers, and you don't, you know, it's like they're being like tricky. They're trying to be tricky though in their head, maybe. I don't know if that's reality, but they can't do it because they're drunk. But like you can't detect it. If you can't detect it, that's your own problem, huh? Fuck. Because people they drink that alcohol, it's undetectable. There's like an undetectable alcoholic, and those type of people, fuck man, I gotta learn my lesson. Fuck man. Gotta find people who only smoke weed and not cigarettes. You know what I mean? And like be straight up about it and just be like, this is just how it is, you know? I don't give a fuck if people in natural hygiene think like, oh, that's, you know, recreational, that's medicine, but I don't even consider it medicine. You know what I mean? That's why I like Nancy Marie. Just kidding. This is the day my life changed when I got this card in the mail from Google. They give you like this weird passcode to put into the internet. So this is like, here's this PIN code. They give you a PIN, and then you type it in on the internet, and then you become like part of them doing what they do, you know? Startled puppies, question of, what does that mean? It just means like, fuck, man, people on Earth are too destroying themselves purposely when there's an easy way to not destroy yourself, and you can like, I don't know. It's just a niche. Like I think there's a niche, and it's only like 2 or 3% of the people on Earth, and it's hard to find. Like people just gotta be more outright about what they want. Be like, say it, you know, and just like, hey, you know, like this is what I want. Like no shame, no. It's not about having shame, and it's not about blaming, and it's not about, you know, what was this other guy say the other day? About duty and obligation, right? It was like, there's some comment about them changing. I don't know. Just they're like a existentialist friend on the internet who like, you know, that you might get in fights with them over dumb stuff because they ask dumb questions on purpose, and your reactions are like reactive, and you know, and then like they don't want to not be your friend even if you're like end up not being their friend for a second because they want, you know, it doesn't matter, you know, they're just like nihilistic, right? It's like it doesn't matter. Let's just close that down. Let's see, where am I at? I'm uploading these videos. I'm on video H. You can put these video together, but yeah. Oh shit! Look at the box house. They're building a house out of just boxcars from trains. That's a lot of boxcars, huh? It's 3 high and like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 or 7 wide, huh? 7 wide and 3 high. That's interesting. But it's, that gets narrower on the ends. So in the end there's 1, but it goes to maybe 3 long. Yeah, because people are embarrassed that if someone knows what they want, that their secret's up, and if someone knows their secret, that they won't be able to get what they want as good because they're used to people like misleading and deceiving or having to mislead or deceive in order to get anything, or like even teachers. I think it starts with educators and the way that the school system works. They trick kids on purpose in order to manipulate them into coerced paths, And while not the worst paths in the world, they're pre-programmed paths, you know what I mean? And like they don't want people breaking those rules. They have like systematic rules that like if you break those rules, they have already, punishment and reward systems, right? And that punishment, I have a whole book about punishment and rewards and how those both don't work. About intrinsic motivation. And it's super simple. It's just about getting away from dominant systems. So if people can like make choices, it's about clear communications. Like I think if people would rather, who I have all these problems with, if they would come to me and communicate, we could talk out our problems and not have to end up in this he said, she said, or make up what they feel like, or exaggerated, and it doesn't work. This scorpion pepper is so hot. Good thing it's dry now. And now the seeds, I can plant them. I'm gonna plant these, and that's big money. Scorpion peppers. No, I don't know. There's a lot of farmers. There's a lot of people who grow a lot of stuff, man, and it looks like a really hard job to grow stuff. Yeah, but it's like if you're on it, that's how it works. If you're a gardener, you got it going on, and your garden's the shit. Like everybody's who's a good gardener. I'm not a gardener. I'm a forager, like more of like what is it called? Like a tree, like. There's gotta be a word for it. Yeah, because some people have clear answers, like during are super clear. Some people are super clear. They want the human race to end, and they don't care about life. And they want they're like humans are gonna all die, and we're all gonna die, and I suffer, so I'm not gonna have kids. I'm gonna cut my balls off. That's like vivisection people, and they're like apathetic and misanthropic. So they are against the human race. So they actually are more prone, to not give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, whereas someone who's more humanistic and cares about life and like knows that an improved life matters and works towards that, some people would work against it while some people work towards it. Like someone who's homeless on the street, they're working towards something, but they've chosen not to work towards something else by doing what they're doing, like by panhandling. Oh, it's on video M. Video M3, M and 4. I think I'm going to 12, and I'm going to Z4, so like I got a lot more to upload. It's gonna take a minute. Shit. Let's see, maybe I got some ice. I'm running out of food. That's a problem. I didn't buy a certain amount of food, and that's important to buy. It's like, I might have to go buy a watermelon. But I have this other cantaloupe, so if this cantaloupe's here, this cantaloupe's gonna get eaten. Like, it just doesn't smell wonderful. Damn, that sucks about not having my channel. Yeah, they deleted 2 of my other channels. They deleted Phoenix Dates, and they deleted Jonas Sunshine. So all I have now is Sunshine Bright and Black Sphinx. So Sunshine Bright's where I'm putting this stuff at. Oh, this dog. Man, I'm gonna let this dog in. Oh, it smells alright. I don't know. You can tell it's aged. See, it's been sitting too long, but it's not the end of it. Maybe. It said on the herd that it's non-commercial, meaning no commercial video, no flashes, no commercial video. So, like, I think what I'm doing on YouTube, I'm probably violating the herd's freaking things. Like, if there's like a person from the herd who actually is vigilant and they're going out and looking for images of stuff that's on the internet, They could fuck with shit. I don't know though. I hope they don't do that. I doubt that happens. There's so many people taking pictures and shit everywhere. Flashes, they're all breaking the rules and shit. Oh man, this melon's crap, probably. It's not easy to get a good melon sometimes. Fuck. Let's see. Wait, I don't see. Oh. Yeah, that sucks. I know, it sucks, right? It's people just flagging shit because they're being unkind about, like, they don't, rather than talking, they're frickin' just attacking, they can't. They've chosen not to communicate for some reason or another. Sucks. But it's like people, we do it to ourselves, though, you know what I mean? And it just teaches us to take more precautions, I guess, and, like, prepare in the future. Fuck. Is this going to be delicious or not? Oh, yeah. It's alright. I like it. Like, I could go to, like, Super Salad and eat all-you-can-eat buffet, and they have all-you-can-eat cantaloupe. But, what's up? I don't know. I'm uploading videos. I just went to the art museum, and I filmed a bunch of video. My friends playing music, and I'm uploading it. I'm putting it together. I put a video together from last night called The Palace World Beat Music. It's alright. Some of the mic redline, though. Yeah, huh. To themselves, especially. People are good at masking it. Or maybe it's like just getting better at seeing it, I guess. There's gonna be questions like that test, like nice questions that cause people to like admit something. I'm a little bit Irish, maybe. My family took over North Ireland for the English. Then we got kicked out of England after that, though, and sent to Virginia. And then they got, they fought the British, and they, became the first mayors of Washington, D.C. The guy started a bookstore. His name was Daniel Rapine. I don't know. I think the term is of color, I think, but yeah. I don't see race. I see phenotype. I think people of Earth, it's just better to say the color, like, no one's white, no one's black. Just give it we could give a color system, like a shade system, and then be like, yeah, I'm 7.9, or yeah, I'm 2.3, I'm 1.5, whatever, some stupid shit like that would be funny. There's rarely, I don't think there's any 10s. There's some girls from Nigeria who are probably a 10, but man, that's 1 in a million, 1 in a billion. Are we gonna blend this shit? I guess. Yeah, my sister's black. I have a stepbrother and a stepsister who are African American or whatever in Philadelphia. Salome and Macau. So I was the only non-person of color. I like to call it peach. You know what I mean? Be like, peach. But like, I was the only peach person in the whole neighborhood other than my dad. My dad was on the neighborhood watch team, and my stepmother was always worried about his safety, because, you're going out searching, frickin' helping the cops stop people from drug dealing. Yeah, you're putting your life at risk. I don't know. But, whatever. Yeah. I was 13. I only knew my dad for a couple years, so I've, met my dad for, 3 years, and I didn't know him otherwise. Yeah, my dad's into BBC, or BBW, right? Yeah, that's right. My dad's BBW. Big, beautiful black women. No, Valerie always teased him and stuff, and they liked it. That was their thing, I guess. Whatever, man. There. She had 2 husbands before that, and they were both murdered. Like Macau and Salome's dad. One was a Muslim preacher, and one was a Christian preacher, and they were both murdered. So, my dad, one of those guys is single father, kind of become a single father or whatever, or single, everybody says single mothers need help. Dude, that sucks to end up in that situation. Like, that's definitely the situation you want to avoid at all costs, is becoming a single mother. That's a lot of work. Like, people like get sick of that shit quick. Like, that's not some job to do on your own. Like, no one's that into having a kid. I mean, people would need to have kids to freaking continue life, and it's really meaningful, but to put it all on one person. My mom's like a runaway, so my mom did it all on her own. My mom, but she didn't though, because she had friends who helped her, right? So there's other people helping, and I guess they let me know my dad. If it wasn't for my person my mom had help her, they let me know my dad. So it's like, it's all like fucking daisy chain together. One person knows another person. Everybody kind of keeps kind of a network together for you. Like your network of freaking support as a kid. Every kid has their own support network, I suppose. Some kids have a lot less support than others. What was the 90s? The 90s. I don't know. I like the 80s. 80s, I used to jam to that song when it first came out. Remember Duran Duran, People Are People? People are people, so what can you do? You and I, so... No, I don't know, yeah, 90s, it was like buying, I bought like LL Cool J tapes and Run DMC tapes. Yeah, 90s. 90s were freedom, man. The 90s were before censorship. The late 90s was censored. I don't know, it was a battle, you remember when it was like Run DM, like 2 Live Crew was fighting. 2 Live Crew was in court fighting the FCC. 2 Live Crew is my thing, Of course. Just gotta stay wet, man. Just keep yourself wet. It's just the only way to stay cool is to stay wet. But the water coming out of the pipes is freaking hot. It's coming out of the pipes hot because the streets are hot. It's crazy. And I don't even have air conditioning on. I'm just keeping it dark. No. Well, I do, but I don't use it. Yeah, I graduated in 96. So I'm class of 96, so of course. I was a teenager, and I was not a teenager in the 2000s. Where's my cup? That's right. 6. Yeah. 1976, really, but I was made in 1976. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Almost had an accident. You see that? Shit. Dude, I want to do like my mom and strain it. I think I'm not going to strain. I want the fiber. Give me the fiber, right? Give me that fiber. There we go. It's all about eating only living food, man. Don't eat anything cooked and it won't ever age. It's about dry fasting. It's about rest. It's about living foods. And I have my first gray hair, though, man. I'm fucking not happy about that shit. My first gray hair in my beard. I can't believe it. It's not cool, man. 42 in October. Shit. That's another reason I thought this girl was gay. Like, that ain't gonna work. That just means she's like more damaged than everybody else. She's been through all kinds of shit. You moved 18 times, you know what I mean? It's just, who am I kidding, right? But really, it would be freaking awesome as hell because we're freaking super compatible. But like, she's one of those she's got a person that Cheetah would hate. You know what I mean? Who's like freaking. The people who are social justice, who care about social justice issues, they've already gotten burned out. Like anybody who cared about social justice issues in the past, right now, that issue is not the priority of their fucking life. You know what I mean? Like it couldn't be. Their fucking priority of their life is fucking paying their bills and surviving. You know what I mean? It's fucking not fucking fighting for fucking gay rights or women's rights or something, you know, or fucking environment. They've already been fucking traumatized over those issues. I have a few, and I'm in the 30s. Do you have pictures of yourself in the 90s? Yeah, where am I at? I got pictures of, yeah, sure, my Facebook's got. Let me see, I have a box of pictures right here. Where's that gonna be? Let's see. Oh shit, this fucking cantaloupe, 100% cantaloupe smoothie with ice in it. Let the ice cool it down for a second. Oh shit. Oh man, my closet. I'm gonna dig in the closet. Or dig in the freaking box. Let's see here. What's going down? That's why I want fucking organized shit. But I'm not organizing shit. It's like I got this He's Making Jewelry Now box. That girl who got me into watching that stupid show. And like, he's making jewelry now. Look at all these toys I got. I got toys from the fucking 80s, man. You want to see my fucking G.I. Joes? We can play with G.I. Joes, man. I got old G.I. Joes, the Confederate soldier G.I. Joe. What? Who's got the Confederate soldier G.I. Joe? You know what I mean? That's crazy. I got some good seeds. I got some really good seeds and shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. I caused a problem. So let me stop that. Toys. Look at this. Transformers. Look at this. Dude. Original. I got fucking Luke Skywalker, the original mint condition. You know what I mean? I got Luke Skywalker. I'm not a Trump supporter. I had Gary Johnson, man. Gary Johnson. But Trump's gonna crash the country. Like, people voted for Trump. I didn't vote for Trump. People voted for Trump to fucking do what he's doing, you know? And I'm not against that either. Like, that's gonna happen. Here it is. That was bound to happen, you know? If people would have voted for Gary Johnson, fucking, we'd be passed with no more taxes. We'd have open borders. We'd have fucking super fucking fast economy. Everything would be 1,000 times better if people would have voted for Gary Johnson. But the fucking media fucking pulled the trap on that one, huh? That fucking sucks. Are these pictures? No, these are stickers. See, I used to do renderings and shit, you know, 3D renderings. Look at this. I did this government office. I don't know if people are watching. No, I'm not into Bernie. I was against Bernie because Bernie was doing the same things Hillary was doing, and Hillary was doing the same things Trump was doing. I was making every video against Bernie, against Hillary, and against Trump. Every video I could, because they were all corrupt, and they all took the money, and they all got, it was all controlled. They all pro-war. All of them voted pro-war. All of them funded all of the fucking Islamic bullshit fakeness. And then Trump fucking sold out, and like everybody thought he did it, and then he did, obviously. Look, he's spending money on those stupid big missiles. What the hell? Are these pictures? This is like old schoolwork and shit. I don't know, man. You gonna find pictures and shit? You wanna see a picture from the 90s? It's in the bottom here. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. Pull out like a random pile of pictures. Damn. Here's my little sister, Monica, and my little brother who died on the motorcycle, and my mom. That's back in the 80s, though. That's not the 90s. Here's me in the 90s. Boom! Me with my brother Haga. In front of the house. Look at that weed plant behind me. That's nice. Look how big that plant is. That's huge. I was like 13. I have Rat Bones t-shirt. I was like 15, 16, right? Yeah. Here it is, another one. I got more. Solar panels. We run solar panels, you know. So we run the house on solar panels. That's how it works. Boom, boom, boom. I got me in the frickin' 80s with a teddy bear that's bigger than me. This is the house that's Adobe. This is an Adobe house in Cerrillos with my mom in the winter. Damn, I didn't even know I had these pictures. Here's my mom when she's young. I should like frickin', no, I'm not gonna scan that. My little sister. What the hell? What's this? Dude, it's me with my little sister. Look at that. That's a cute picture. Damn. The hell? That looks like it was set up. You know what I mean? Like they laid her down next to me to take that picture or some shit. What the fuck? This is me with my mom's friend. My mom sent me to and shit. You know, she has a coffee problem. That's why I knew never to do coffee because of how fucking crazed she is off coffee. I used to have blonde hair until I was 6. You see, there was me when I'm 6. I had blonde hair, but it turned brown at 6 or some shit. Yeah, whatever. Damn, I got me in the frickin' 1980. This is a picture from 1980. Me in 1980. What the hell? I'm eating some kind of fucking weird raw food nut fucking thing too. Oh shit, that's not my mom. That's frickin' my mom's friend. My mom doesn't drink coffee. This is me as a kid. Well, here we are. I have no caffeine. Damn, me and birthday parties. Me riding a horse. This is horrible. This is speciesism right here. Oh man, that's fucked up. I knew, man, I didn't want to ride a horse. I got a motorcycle as soon as I could. I was like, I want a motorcycle. I want a thing I control myself. It's cool. What's this one say on it? 1983, it says. It says, inside AM House 25 Horder Street. Wow. This is inside my dad. This is like that Pauline lady took me to visit my dad. Isn't that cool? I look pretty happy. That's Horder Street. That's my dad's house in Philadelphia. So I was at my dad's house. My son looks pretty happy when he was with me at that age, huh? That's when my son got to meet me as well, you know? It's like, that's kind of cool. You're like, wow, you know, you're a kid. You get to meet your dad. You get happy, but then it gets taken all away from you and shit. That's fucked up. Then you get pissed off and shit. You're like, what the fuck? You can't ever have what you want. Everybody's always, and here's my mom who just ran away just to fucking do what she wants. Doing her own thing. No one's gonna tell her shit. Damn. She lived her life. She got to do everything she wanted, man. She chose what she wanted and she got it, man. You see what I mean? House in the middle of nowhere. Freaking naked, me naked in the freaking hot springs. What? Damn, dude. I got this crazy picture. Who's this guy? I don't even know. Me as a kid. My mom. Oh shit, here with me is my great grandmother. Dude, this is the shit right here. This is my great grandmother who led the revolution after my grandfather died. Her husband got taken as a prisoner and brought to the prison camps, and she organized and became the mayor. She's like lived to like be like 101 or something, man. She's like freaking. There's my grandmother. My grandmother doing it. My aunt, and Annika, and my grandfather. He's dead, drinking alcohol. There's me. See, isn't that cool? Get a picture with my great grandmother. Boom. They thought they were gonna hook me up or what? They didn't. No, they bought my house. My house comes from the money from them somehow, I guess. Whatever. I'm not hating. I'm not hating. I'm not hating. I got a fucking house. I got the best thing in the world came from my grandfather, and that's freaking my Gore-Tex pants and the Gore-Tex jacket. Like I will never ever have a problem in my whole life because of those two items. I could be in like negative 40 degrees and be like happy. So my grandfather gave me that shit. That's my inheritance. That's the most important inheritance that I've ever had. Like I'm the only one who fit his clothing. You know, none of my cousins and they're all fucking out of shape and tall. I'm like they're either out of shape or they're freaking like 6'7" or some shit. So they ain't fitting his clothes. He was like a little guy. He wasn't even. Oh my gosh, this is my hydration that I needed right here. Hell yes. To keep me going to the next phase of my freaking. The sun is going down and finally dropping below body temperature. Fuck, it's not easy to live when it's above body temperature because it takes more energy from your body to cool your body down. So you don't want to eat anything because it will make you only hotter to eat stuff. You can't waste the energy. If you ate food when it's that hot, you would just pass the fuck out because your body is way overworked. It's a crisis. Yum. Yum. You're in Denver? Oh, you're in San Diego. Oh my Gosh, I like that it's cold. Morrison. What's Morrison? Morrison. Morrison sounds like somewhere like old. Like a town that used to have industries or something, or is connected to the railroad. Morrison? Oh, I thought it was in Arizona. I was like, hell yeah, look at Morrison's in Arizona. Oh, look, the thickness is coming out. That's what I was going to do. I was going to strain it and get all juicy, but I got the juice and the stuff together and it's splitting. Can I stir it to get to it? How am I doing? I'm glad I waited on that cantaloupe, but if I would have waited any longer, it would have been crap and I had to throw it away. I don't know. I have no idea how to find Morriston. Oh, Colorado. Oh, that's why YouTube is fucking ruining my life. Yahoo took over my fucking browser. I don't know why Yahoo took over my browser. I'm not happy about it. Are you a subscriber to anybody, Marie, Nancy? Yes. Oh shit, we're on video S. Uploading video S and 24. We're still on 24. This video is going to be really cool. Huh. I never heard of those before. I have seen Hannah Montana on here though. Mango Island Mama. Huh. Wow, these are people who got subscribers, huh? Those are people who've been using it long enough to have 5,000 fans and have a subscription, huh? And getting what do? They get a sticker or something like that of themselves doing some kind of cartoon pose. That'd be hard to get to. I don't know. But people, it's about interactivity, right? It's if people don't interact with you, it's like you're doing nothing. Like, if you don't have plans and you don't make plans and you say, well, I'm doing something specific, you could, like, say, okay, now we're going to open all my mail that I haven't opened in months and pay my bills on stream, or, like, you know, like now we're live at a concert, or now, like, I tried to do that. Now we're watching me editing. I don't think that was very popular. People didn't want to just sit there and watch me editing videos. Oh. Oh, 17 notifications. Does it matter? Hot Rock Super Joint. If you don't want to be seeing rainbow flags, gouge your fucking eyes out. Problem solved. Yo, weed. That's some funny shit. Look at this. Austin Wandervile's like, it's 93 outside. It's hot. This is not the time to be eating cooked food, which dehydrates the body. This is the time to be eating ripe, living, juicy fruits that hydrate and nourish the body on a cellular level. You don't hate the heat. You hate the symptoms of being dehydrated, and this is only from you eating the natural diet designed for humans to live in these warm environments. Beat the heat, eat the fruit. Nice, dude. Fucking, this guy's one of my favorites. Austin Van Wild. I can only count like 20 people on the internet who are like my freaking favorite people because they do exactly what I do. Like, they're all totally down with the message. They're like old people too. They're like people who've been in it for fucking life, dude. They're they're no joke. Like, people who fucking do what I do, they don't not do it. It's like the real deal. Like, Durian Rider can't say, oh, there's no one who's raw. Yeah, there is. There's a whole group of hardcore motherfuckers who are fucking staying raw for a reason, because it makes them feel fucking awesome. And, like, they're not going to give it up. Like, why would they give it up? That's a total failure to go to eat a cooked meal. Like, you would feel like crap, and it's not worth feeling crap. You know, I would feel so warm. It would suck. No, I don't sub to anybody. I was thinking about subbing to Cheetah just to see how Alina controls him, because I know Alina's controlling him way more behind the scenes than we know. Everybody could learn from Alina of how to control a man. Alina could write a book of how to tame a man, how to get a man from, like, show him in what he does to Hannah Scanlon and, like, all the other women that he was, like, you know, angry and mad at before he met her. And then now after her, like, he's totally in control and submissive. Like, Cheetah's the most submissive man you ever met. He does tell her to shut up, though, sometimes, but I think she's beat him on that. I think that has not happened lately that I've seen. She's not going to take that shit anymore. She's like, don't be telling me to shut up on your broadcast. I know, right? It's too much work to be responsible for your own actions, you know what I mean? Like, if you can work with someone and, like, it's in a cooperative way, like, someone to help you remind you of stuff, that's cool, you know? It'd be like, oh, yeah, shit, like, I'd forget shit. I'd be like, someone reminded me? That would help me a lot, you know? Like, I don't remember names all the time. I'm like, fuck, you know? It's important, like, faces, not names, but I guess it's what matters. You won't forget, you know? But I don't know. People want to work together, though. People, like, know that it's important that they can't do things alone. There's certain things you can't do alone. It takes teamwork to accomplish larger goals. You know, there's certain, like, moving things, like, building things, like, organizing things, like, orchard. What is it called? Fuck. What is this job I have? Picker. I guess it's just a picker, huh? A picker? Yeah. A branch breaker, a branch trimmer, a gatherer. I put gatherer on my profile, didn't I? I think that's what I put on my Facebook. What I do, I gather. Like, gathering is not gardening, you know, like, gathering is going through the... Gatherer can go to gardens. They maybe didn't make the garden, but they could gather in the garden, right? Like, raiding all these gardens to gather. Yeah, I used to be a clipper. I was a kid. I'd always go to school with my hands covered in resin, and people would be all, oh, you smell like freaking resin. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't know what they were talking about. You know, they're always freaking, people were always giving me trouble. Like, and then I went to the principal's house. He took me to, like, his house after school for some reason, because, you know, someone had problems, like, getting home, or band camp or practice or something weird. And it smelled the same way at his house, you know, as it was when you clip. You know, he didn't have me clip or anything, but it smelled just like he would just been fucking clipping. You know what I mean? At his house. So no wonder I was never in trouble. You know what I mean? Never in trouble. Ah. Yeah, this is delicious. I'm really liking this cantaloupe. This honeydew, I mean. This one time at band camp, yeah, I impregnated this 5-year-old girl when I was 5. I was 5 too, and she was Japanese, and we were making stuffed animal babies under this covers. It was like my mom's friend or something. I don't know. This happens, man. Like, when I was 18, this 32-year-old girl came around from somewhere. I don't remember where she came from. She was into partying and shit.
To all my diamond valentine, where you at, where you at, you can I especially all for a minute, one time, baby, you know how I feel, one time, baby, one time, y'all, my diamond valentine. Now I'm just laughing with my man, right, I saw the shorty walk past, how she looked, and she was tight, and might just spit sugar, come on, y'all know the procedure, her name is Big 3 and we're sure, she said to me, it was nice to meet you, but when she walked my side, she rise, said she worked with said she happened to step by, and she caught my hands alive, and that's when I knew that I couldn't take it over in every lie to you. Until one day I proceed to give you what you need. 7 Eleven and come take a trip with me to chocolate happy. And see your presence and your essence.
Man, you know who's an alternative? Vegan traveler. Fucking drug using, drug addicts, criminals.
I'm searching for the one I can share a lifetime. So my diamond Valentine, you like to find a gym, baby girl, you know you shine. I want to give you the whole world, the whole nine.
What? Traveler got banned from YouNow? What did he do? What? Did he get angry at, like, what's his name? The other guy? He has a couple haters, people he really dislikes who didn't really do anything to him. He's just mad at them because they wouldn't ban... Oh, he's on now. He wouldn't ban certain people. Really? He didn't ban. He's on another account? Yeah, it says could not be found. User could not be found. I can't find his account. He did get banned. Damn. That's what they said, he was doxing people. Really? How could he be on now? No one that I know is subscribed to him. Oh, it says Vegan Travelers is watching Crypto Dreams. Oh, I see. He's got a new account, but he's not broadcasting. I get it. Yeah, he doesn't like that guy one bit. He's collecting information against him.
You know, because I never drink. I drank more in the past 2 weeks than I had in the past, I don't know.
They're talking about alcohol? That doesn't look healthy, man. He doesn't look like he's having a good time. He looks like he's dealing with frickin' alcohol, fucking, what is that called? Relapse? Like, he's dealing with hangover or withdrawals, or like, what is that called when you clean up your systems? It doesn't look happy. Yeah. People put themselves through a lot of stuff, you know, like, one of the main points is ease, is to have a comfortable time. It's poise. Like, physical and mental well-being is poise. You know, it's super important. It's like one of the 5 principles of what I do. You know what I mean? Is poise. You know, rest is not even poise. Poise and rest are 2 different things. Poise, rest, sunshine, air, water. You know what I mean? You don't go without one of those things. All 5 of those things matter. Someone tries to come into my room and says, "Oh, you're a fruity. Don't overthink this and that." And I'm like, it's not about complicated things. It's about simple things. It's like, I think they're angry because they're not willing to try it themselves, I think, you know. Like, once you try it, you know, and all you gotta do is get enough. You'll have enough, and you have more than you need, and it's not even that bad. It's, like, really easy. I don't know. Like, nothing is gonna make me feel better than this juice right here. You know what I mean? Like, nothing. And it's just so delicious. It's so simple. I can't drink it too fast because it's got enough fiber in it. Oh, perfect. Oh, thanks for being a fan. I got 2 new fans this broadcast. I'm finishing the last of my... Oh, no. I would pour it down the drain, man. I would sacrifice. If I had something like that, I would sacrifice it on purpose. Be like, to make, like, a significant reminder. Otherwise it's just... There's no thing stopping you from just it happening, like, you know, just rebuilding. Like, no one's commenting in there. Traveler, someone said you got suspended. They suspended. I got suspended for my nipple.
Alright, I'm back. Bob Marley's a legend, man. I love him. So, okay, we got some water, okay? We got some Sprite.
But I counterclaimed and won.
See, I'm such a fanboy, man. I'm such a friggin' fanboy of Dorian Ryder and Cheetah. I'm such a little bitch, man. I bought Sprite because they drink Sprite, you know? Birds of a feather flock together. There you go. But I'm going to eat my organic grapes. You got suspended.
Yep.
But I am following him, and it says it is him. But it says I can't click on his page. It is not there. Well, if it really is VT, he could have got suspended for a couple days and he'll be back. And that's fine too. I'm still not going to life and world and streams about him. Because I moved on, bro. But if he got banned for life, well, hey, he's going to have to come back and troll account. But yeah,
The only person who can save Traveler. Who's the person who can save Traveler?
But yeah, try vegan, man. I don't know if you heard, but the rumor is that VT is banned for. I know he's at least banned for today. The only person who could save him is Cheetah. Dude, the only person Cheetah has given that guy so many opportunities, more opportunities than he had to. More opportunities than he had to. And you know, I know
for comedy.
Cheetah didn't want to do. Cheetah doesn't want to ban him. She didn't want to ban anybody, but you know, what the fuck, you know?
For comedy, he makes content, right? Like, have you seen Let's Watch a Traveler clip, dude? We now that Traveler's banned, we gotta watch Traveler clips.
Cheetah did exploit Traveler for the views, but
he did, man.
But he admits it, and he told him, "Well, I'll do it for the views, but fuck."
Traveler's good for views.
The difference is, Cheetah, you know, wasn't being an asshole about it. He actually let. The only thing that he was doing for views, in a way, you know, is he'll have Traveler come on there and just let Traveler be Traveler.
We're gonna watch some Traveler for the old time's sake. We just gotta remember him, man. They can't lose all that content. You know how much freaking content he has? He took, you know how long it took him to get 64?
Well, you had a lot to say. Why do you do it? Why do you do what you do? Why are you doing what you're doing now?
Traveler, what's going on?
This was last week.
To me. What's going on?
Okay, I'm in a remote location. All right, I'm in a job,
Remote
working a lot of
location.
hours,
A lot of
making
hours.
some good money,
Good money.
traveling.
Traveling.
Right. Now, the person, you've been saying a lot of things about me, and your audience has been saying, your guests have been saying a lot of crazy things. I want people to know, because a lot of people are watching for the first time, they hear what Ghostface has to say about me. They say what the Aussie Degenerate, the Aussie Drama has to say about me. But
Wait,
they
what's wrong with
don't know
Aussie
me.
Drama?
Oh, well, that's another thing. Aussie Drama hasn't been talking about me quite a bit. I've seen him in your audience, in your chat, saying all kinds of nasty
He was
things.
just angry he only got one document from paying to the Patreon. He was just mad about the Patreon.
No, it's stalker level. It's stalker level.
Aussie Drama stalking you? No.
Yeah.
He's stalking
I was like,
you.
I'm out here doing a job. I'm not even on the internet. I'm not broadcasting. I'm just watching you guys like trash me. You talk crap about me. Now, Ghost doesn't have a job. This is a four-time felon.
Fourth-time felon. Fourth-time felon.
But listen to me for a moment. You're entertaining him for fucking $40. $40. You're humiliating yourself, and you're giving this. Yes.
What are you
Right.
talking about?
I see on your face it says my name with some like vile, disgusting things. Like for $40, you want to entertain this garbage.
Anywhere on your Traveler, I wouldn't let anybody write your name on my face.
What's VT? Who's that?
Well, that could mean vegan transsexual. It could be vegan transgender. What makes you think it's vegan Traveler?
You guys spend because Ghostface.
And listen to this. Don't you know by
That's the
now?
question. Ghostface paid $40. I saw it. Dude. Ghostface paid you $40. Put that on your face.
Busted.
Now, Ghostface is in your chat. Please, let me address your audience.
Hear me out. It's
No,
part
you won't let me address the audience.
Traveler. It's part of the content. I was with all the top fans. I said, listen, you can get a hashtag or you can get a special like message or something. Like if people go here and drop the box of confetti, I said I'll write anything you want on my face as long as it's not racist or homophobic or something super fucked up. Are you there, Traveler?
Is he drunk?
I think you lost Traveler. That remote location doesn't have very good internet. Unfortunately. Thank you for becoming a fan.
Shit. That was too much. You know what I mean? Like, what? That's the last we ever have. That's the last of Traveler. There's like no more Traveler. Like I wanted to capture. I should have captured all of that Traveler moments, like all those Traveler Olga moments from the last day. Those were funny as hell. Oh my gosh, we missed so much content yesterday. You know, like all of it's gone. There's no more Traveler. We gotta like bring Traveler back. You know what I mean?
I am tired of just being all straight and narrow all the time, man. It's good to just crack a damn beer in your house and just friggin' relax. You don't have to go to the club. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to, like, you know, all the drama and shit. Just crack a beer in your own damn house once a month, once every 6 months. You don't have to do it all the time, you know? So, hey, thanks for saying I'm fine. Oh, God, here we go. You're so fine, Daddy.
These people, man.
Oh, God, you gotta be.
I know, right?
Yes, Daddy, you do.
Once a month,
geez.
whatever. Every day. People drink every day.
What's hell is going here?
People are people are.
What's up with
If you
all
drink
this
alcohol,
daddy
you need
shit?
alcohol every day.
You guys are crazy.
It's a yeah, dude. People are alcoholics or alcoholics.
Dude, what's with all the spam of the daddy stuff now?
Maybe if you give him
I
time
don't know what's
to.
going on.
I don't think so. See, he doesn't even know what's going on. He's drunk.
Daddy.
People like putting
All I
themselves on
gotta
the
say
internet while
is-
they're drunk. That's like you can potentially embarrass yourself
Nothing,
highly.
oh, geez, no,
You know what I mean?
no,
Putting yourself on the internet
no.
drunk.
I'm gonna just move on.
It's not healthy. Like, look what Bratty Cupcakes does. You know, have you seen
If
Bratty
you guys
Cupcakes
start
embarrass
showing
herself?
pornographic stuff, I'm shutting my shit down right now. Don't set me up.
Oh, man.
Don't get caught up like Dorian Ryder. I know you like him, but watch out.
Don't get caught like
Yeah, bro. You're gonna want to go to India with me. Dude, I love India.
What the hell?
But I would have to get a divorce first, or tell my wife I need an open marriage.
Yeah, dude, she's like the most popular girl on YouNow. But I don't know. I could say Trish Paytas is probably more popular as far as getting views. But as far as taking number one, like who's number one in girls right now? Like for instance, like how Trish, Tamara. Tamara is like number one often, and she's vegan, and she's got vegan makeup. Damn, Tamara. Let's go in there. We're gonna find it. Bratty's tough. Yeah, she's really tough. Yeah, she's like one of those super raw, tough girls. Tomorrow's 16. Yeah, she's not on right now. But Haliens is on. I haven't seen Haliens in a long time. What's Haliens doing? What? Haliens got boys.
Oh my gosh, tomorrow's Monday. I'm gonna be flying during Messy Monday. That is so depressing.
She's with her boyfriend even.
I'll watch it
I have to cancel my flight. Hi, Jonas. I have to cancel my flight. I can't be missing Messy Monday. I was here at the Big Bang.
Oh my god.
I have to cancel it.
How much
It's like $200 to cancel it.
$200?
Thank you, Constance. If I DM you on Insta, can you just say yes or no? Yeah. Chloe's boyfriend is probably hitting on Luke and Jeff. Oh, probably. Hi, Mr. Jack. I'm going
Oh,
to
she's
be
with
involved
Luke
in
and
the
Jeff. Oh,
Big
she's
Bang.
with people from the
Right?
VidCon. I
No,
see.
you're not. You're subscribed.
They're at VidCon. They're
I'm
like
not subscribed. I wanna
VidCon
be
friends.
chat.
They're
I
like
wanna be
broadcasters
there.
from
He doesn't
VidCon
need
get together.
chats.
He might not even do it this Monday. He might do Tuesday, I think.
Oh, that's
Yeah, she was
true.
up.
He usually has it on Tuesday after.
Thanks for coming by, Matt. Mindy Cat.
I thank you, Latrell, for the 50. Should we guess the people?
She's been gone for a minute though. She gets on with her mom. Her mom's my age, and her mom's. Have you seen her mom? Her mom's
Yeah.
like Mindy is her
So just
name.
get ready to draw.
I'm ready. They're gonna be saying some crazy things, I'm sure, or doing something crazy.
Just call me Jesus on. Sharky's on too. You want to hear some New Zealand? This New Zealand stuff's
And then,
fun.
I got some greens during morning hours.
New Zealand.
Thanks for stopping by. Excellent. Thank you so much for the 100 likes. We're one step closer to hitting that 2K. Jonas, welcome. How are you doing? Migri, thanks for being a fan.
Really?
Kitchen cook? No, sadly not. I'm losing
weird.
motivation.
What's Sharky
I feel
doing?
so sick. It's horrible.
I feel sick. What happened? Oh shit. Oops.
Guys, if you haven't yet, please do hit that fan button. Just
This guy's probably talking about nothing too. Like, see, there's like no point to what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, this is hard to finish the end of this fucking smoothie. I'm over-satiated. You know what I mean? I'm beyond satiation. Like, is it better to just put it in the refrigerator and like come back to it? You know, you're like, ugh. Oh my gosh. So glad the sun's going down. That means it's dropping below body temperature for the first fucking time all day. Wow. Brutal, man. Brutal. I don't know how I do it. Old people would die going through what I go through each day. I'm in Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona. I don't have a from. Like, I'd never been where I was born, other than being born there. Where I grew up, that's different than where I've grown up in a couple different places. Where I mostly grew up is different than where I live. Oh yeah, inside the mall. It sucks. I don't want to go to air conditioning. I purposely avoid air conditioning. Like, I do my best to not go in air conditioning because it really is painful. I don't like to go into air conditioning because it makes me feel horrible. Like, it sucks me dry. Air conditioning is too cold. Like, I already run cold. If I feel myself, I feel really cold. Like, it doesn't matter anytime. Even in the winter, I run cold. You know, my body, like, runs. Like, my body temperature runs cold. You know, I'm really efficient. You know, I don't make extra heat at all, you know. My blood pressure is 80/50. You know what I mean? I have a super low blood pressure because my blood is really, it really runs well. There's nothing blocking me up. I have no cloggages, no cholesterol in my arteries whatsoever because I've never eaten any animal products. And I haven't eaten any cooked food in 9 years. So my body has no high white blood cell. My white blood cell count is so low because I don't have, like, if I ever had a problem, yeah, my body would make white blood cells to help me. But I don't need those, and I'm glad I don't need those because I don't want any extra mucus and pus. It's all about the acid-forming foods that I don't, it's all about alkaline forming, you know, and I don't want something too alkaline forming. I'm not looking for some crazy alkaloid, alkalosis green juice that's, like, going to make me go, like wheatgrass. Hell no. That's for someone who's, like, cancer patient or something, you know? They're trying to, like, solve their fucking out-of-control problem, you know, to shock their system back into, like, alkalosis. That's not a pretty sight, you know? But sure, it's necessary for somebody, I get it, if they want it like that, but I don't. I say it's better to follow nature, take it easy, get the frickin' get sunshine you need, don't get too much, don't get too little, get the air quality you need, don't get no frickin' dirty air, don't want pollution, clean air, plants around you, plants cleaning the air, get some water that's filtered, definitely, whatever, do whatever you can. If you can get a spring water right out of the ground fresh, nothing better than that, but if you can't get that, you know, reverse osmosis machines are on every freaking block. But don't drink water if you can get fruit. Get juicy fruit. First choice, juicy fruit. You don't even need water. All the hydration you need is right here. Look at that. It's 90% water right in there. But it's not just water, it's vitamins and minerals and the water. All of it together. Protein, vitamins, minerals, carbs, fats, everything. It's all there. All of it. And don't let this shit sit out. You know, like, I'm trying to drink this as fast as I can, but not that fast because I'm not trying to let it oxidize. As soon as it oxidizes, it loses all those vitamins and minerals. And I don't want... Yep, everything has everything. The perfect amount, too. At the ratio that you need it. Like, avocados are a high-fat fruit, even. Like, different fats have different fruits. Like, I have this chart. It tells you what the percentages of fats, carbs, and proteins on everything are. And everything has a little bit of every one of them. And every one has enough if you just eat enough of it. So if you just eat enough of anything, you get it. That's how it works. And it's any fruit. It's like, that's what I learned from Mike Arnstein. Eat one thing, win hungry till full. And that's the answer. It's like so simple. There's nothing more simple, and nothing makes you feel better because nothing gives you indigestion. Like, I got indigestion earlier today, and I was burping, and I was pissed off about it because I mixed jackfruit in with my citrus in a smoothie. And that jackfruit is sweet, and the citrus is acid. So while the acid needed more time to digest, the jackfruit wanted to go through me faster. And in order to do that, it created fucking some volatility, and it was fucking uncomfortable. Like, I'm not doing that again. Never mix sweets with acids, and don't mix sweets with fats either. That's the cause of diabetes. Don't mix sweets and fats. Don't put a banana with an avocado. Don't put a banana with a coconut. Don't put... Olga's here. Olga knows not to mix sweets and fats. Otherwise you'll have vegan diabetes. It'll give you insulin resistance, and you don't want that. Because then you'll have high blood pressure. And, like, have problems with frickin' spikes in insulin and depletions in insulin and crash and fuck that. These people saying they're bonking on these trails are like all riding in Thailand. We can watch the Gaitis video right now. He said he bonked. But it's only because they're pushing their body harder than it wants to go. You know what I mean? They're trying to go above and beyond what their body is comfortable with to prove something. Who are they proving it to? They're only losing their own ability to do better in the future by doing that. You know what I mean? Like, when you've done enough, stop. It's like, when I can't drink any more of this because it's going to make me feel like crap, I don't want to drink anymore. I'm not going to, because I have enough self-control to say, yeah, like, when that girl wants me to frickin' have sex with her and she's all crazy drunk, I gotta have enough self-control to say, no, I don't want to do that unless you're fucking sober, you know, or... Otherwise, what's gonna happen? I'll end up with the same fucking stupid situation I've had several times in the past. With Matza and with Charlotte. Fuck that. I don't want that again. But I want to help someone out of that, you know, I didn't succeed. You know, that I failed makes me feel like, fuck, you know, like, like, could I ever succeed, or do I have to give up on that situation where someone who's highly compatible with me, who gets me, who's on my level of mentally, but they're destroyed by alcohol, and they can't get away from it. Can I help them away from it? I don't think so. I haven't been able to. I have tried, and I have, you know, maybe it's even more self-control than I have. I don't even know. I don't want to be ungenuine, though. Like, I just do what I do because it's what I think and who I am. Yeah, that's exactly right. Like, I want to tell them, unless you, like, I want to tell her, next thing I say is, like, I want to make it clear, like, if you want, I want to help you, but you need to want to help yourself, and it's going to take this. You not drinking and getting sober. You can't be hanging around these other people who are alcoholics too, who are all having relationship problems, and it's because of alcohol. So if there's a whole group of people you know who are having relationship problems because of alcohol, they got to get away from each other if they want to fucking straighten out their own lives. They can't hang out with that group. That group is a self-destructive group. And there's a reason you don't see those people, because they're tumultuous. They're fucking destroying their own lives with in sobriety. And they don't even have the ability to, you know, fucking get it up because they're fucking drunk all the time. So they're not fucking... I don't think drunk and horny go together. They're just all burning their life away. That's kind of sad, but you can't help them. It's not your role. It's not your responsibility. You have to learn that, like, each person is personal responsibility, but you know that it'd be better if they would help themselves. And it's like, not like you want to not persist in encouraging them to take responsibility and be clear and clearly state what it is specifically that they could do, and that you could help them and give them a feedback and say, I'll give you feedback for what it is from my point of view of you succeeding or you failing, and what you could do to succeed. And if you let me, but I won't do it. If you tell me to shut up and you don't give me the call back, and you're not calling me back and you're not responding to my concern, and already at that point, it's already double psychologically ingrained to the point where it's broken. You know, there's no solution for that situation because they're not going to let you control their life. They're not going to get controlled. And they've already had the situation where they're escaping situations of control, and they're in relationships with other people who have the same problem they have. It's not like these people are lucky to find someone who's like in my situation where I'm like anti-alcohol. And if they're involving themselves with me and pretending to not be on alcohol, and then they get caught for being on alcohol, and then they be open about it and expressive about it, but then they ask for help, but then seriously they don't really want help because they keep breaking the freaking thing that they were asked to do. You know what I mean? They don't go to the freaking meetings. The only reason they went to the AA meetings is because you took them there. And I don't even agree with AA because it's a theological way to fucking control alcoholism. But, stupid. Whatever. Over it. just a waste of energy. You know what I mean? Because like you have the energy to put out, but it's like it's definitely fucking not worth doing because it's like it'll break. You know, it's just like these people riding their bikes. Why are they riding their bikes up this mountain with no fucking point? Just to like constantly in a race with each other. They're fucking emaciated. They don't even have enough chest muscle to fucking even look like they have a chest at all. You know what I mean? That's not healthy. You know, to freaking be so fucking thin that your bones are fucking sticking out, like, and your arm is like mega thin, like you have no fucking volume, like you don't like. That's scary. That's the Eugenia Cooney style, and they're on their bicycles riding like up these hills and like in twig mode. Eek, that looks difficult. Like that looks strenuous. That looks like you're putting a strain on your body that your body didn't ask for. You know, your body would probably be a lot more comfortable just kicking it and relaxing. Like once you hype yourself up and get into a mode, like it's like a lot of cocaine users I know. They don't stop using cocaine. They need more cocaine. Every time they need more cocaine. You know, they're not like, it doesn't work anymore unless they get more than they had the last time. It's fucking an ongoing fucking problem they have in their life. And the CIA started it for them. The CIA started this Islamic terrorism as well. Yeah. That's what's cool about all these people on the internet, though. You can find all these people who aren't those ways that you have to deal with in daily life if you want to deal with some of the people you know in your life. But you can attract and coalesce around different kinds of... But those people are still going to be there, though, you know? It's not like they're not there. They're not there in the background lurking. They know. It's like they're subconscious. They're self-conscious and they're subconscious. So they know that other people are talking about what they're doing to fuck shit up, and they don't give a fuck at some level, but they do give enough of a fuck to, like, know that you're saying it. Like Traveler, he's hiding in the shadows to, like, oh, they're talking about me, and I'm going to record it all. Like, what's that recording's going to do? Like, no one's going to care. Who's got time to listen to some freaking old recordings? You know what I mean? Like, that's ridiculous. I want to be in the moment. I'm not trying to live in some prove someone wrong ideology. I don't even believe in wrong and right. There's no wrong or right way. There's just a way that worked or a way that didn't work. A way that meets the needs and doesn't meet the needs. I'm almost there. Who's still with me? Oh my gosh. The evil one and Malgorza. This is good stuff. Pure nectar of fucking nature. Sunday night. Is there some... Oh shit, that water is so hot. Coming out of the drain, so hot. Wow. So hot coming out of the drain. It's like everywhere is a fucking hot... It's a sauna everywhere. Like everywhere is like... It's the hot springs. Because the streets are hot. I'm gonna put this in the compost. What do you want in, dog? What are you doing outside? Ooh, that's what the dog wanted. Water. Oh, man. Jeez, now that the sun's down, it's almost like I want to fucking pass out. I'm not passing out. I'm waiting for these videos to upload. What am I at? Jesus, talking. Crypto Dreams. What's Crypto Dreams talking about?
Bad things, you know,
Travelers
like
in there?
smoking and drinking is bad.
Travelers in
That's
there.
why I don't do it anymore. Just very once in a while. Like, I'm chilling with a Hanukkah right now. But I'm on vacation. I've been on vacation for about a month now. About 3 weeks, almost a month. I got 2 more weeks of vacation, then I gotta go back to work. So I'm almost about 1.5 months of vacation. So I'm on vacation. This is when I do this stuff. When I'm working, I don't do nothing like this. You know what I mean? I don't. Why you hate gay people? I don't hate gay people, sweetie. I actually embrace gay people. Unlike the Muslims, they like to throw them off buildings. I think they're cool, man.
Yeah, Muslims are fucking anti-homophobic and sexist. It's crazy. Like, that's why it's important to go to people who are Arab and really help them get away from Islam. Like, I'm dedicated to ending Islam. Like, there's no fucking space in this world for Islam or Muslims. Like, people are gonna be real people, they're gonna be humans, and they're gonna be what they are, and they're gonna treat other people like humans, like they want to get treated. There ain't none of this Sharia shit, dude. That's fucking sexist, homophobic, fucking... If we want to stand up for justice, we stand up against that. And we're not going to let the CIA fucking hustle it, you know? And the CIA has hustled it. The CIA has been controlling the Islamic fucking religion for way too long. Yeah, but the CIA is the one who's been controlling the fucking... and creating this Islamic militant Islam fucking faction. It's all came from the CIA and Assad and the Saudi government and the Israeli government. You see how the new Saudi government is Israeli? Is the Israeli connection? Did you read the news? Oh, I should read the news. That's what my channel is about. It's about reading the fucking news. Because if anything, I read the news. I don't know anyone else who reads the news. My ex-girlfriend used to read the news every day for this public radio station. Like, that's a big deal, you know? Like, people want the news read to them. It's, like, an important thing to have the news read. Like, the news is, like, important for your mental awareness daily, to know what's happening in the world around you, to make an opinion. Oh, I have my nonviolent communication reflection is ready, too. Are you guys ready for a nonviolent communication weekly, NVC weekly? The role of the U.S. in the world corporate order is going to be to export security. That means endless war and weapons in space. The Pentagon will send our kids off to foreign lands to suppress opposition to corporate globalization. How will we ever end America's addiction to war and violence as long as our communities are dependent on military spending for jobs? Damn. That's the quote and a half right there. Damn. Did you hear that? Don't worry. Don't worry. Be happy now. I'm just pasting this quote. I haven't even got into the news yet. This is Bruce Gagnon. I don't even know who Bruce Gagnon is. Man, I have some cool pictures from today. They let me tour this old apartment building. They did, like, the security people let me in. I look like a terrorist bomber, I guess, but, like, once they get to know who you are, and, like, they're like, oh, yeah, this is the American way, and then they're super cool with you. But, you're, like, all the access, full access, you know? That's how it goes. Full access at the Phoenix Towers. Bruce Gagnon. Okay, here he is. Looks like an upset guy. Here is young. Really? That's him young. Bruce Gagnon obituary. I don't know, that doesn't look like him. Is he dead? I guess he is dead. The Global Network Against Weapons and Nuclear Power in Space. Spaceforpeace.org. What? Oh my gosh. Don't fuck with me now, computer. Really? I'm getting pissed off at Firefox, man. There's seriously a problem with Firefox in this world. Is anybody else using Firefox still and having problems? It's Flash. Firefox banned Flash, and now it's fucking... everything runs like crap. Fucking whack, huh? You have to format or switch browsers. I mean, I just like the plugins. There's just really cool plugins that give me what I want, but... if I gotta crash the browser just to make it fucking work, it's not fucking cool. Store. Here's the picture I want. Him looking all concerned and shit. Yep, Bruce Gagnon, the concerned guy. Got my quote. Put it on the image. Oh shit, I don't think I have the quote anymore. Oh shit. Here we go. The foulest damage to our political life comes from the secret which they hide from us, but from the little bits of half-truth and disinformation they do tell us. Comes not from the secrets which they hide from us, but these are already pre-digested, and they are sicked up as little goobits of authorized spew the columns of defense correspondence in the establishment sheets serve as the spitons. I don't even know what those words are. Those are British words. We have come out of the time when obedience and acceptance of discipline, intelligent courage, and resolution were most important, into that more difficult time when it is a person's duty to understand the world rather than simply fight for it. Ernest Hemingway. Ernest Hemingway. Do you got any Ernest Hemingway fans? Yeah, I fucking kicked my ass. Whatever I did earlier. Took it out of me. I probably need to turn this into a sleeping squad for a second. While these videos upload. I'll come back and edit. But I'm getting there, and I'll read the news. Let me get the news. I'll power through this. I'm gonna power through this. Maybe we'll do a power reading of the news, and then we'll pass out. We got one more quote, maybe two. Enlighten the people generally, and tyranny and oppression of body and mind will vanish like the evil spirits at the dawn of day. Thomas Jefferson. You are never strong enough that you don't need help. Cesar Chavez. You are never strong enough that you don't need help, Cesar Chavez. What? Okay, are you ready for this news? Maybe I should start a new cast, just only because the news will be on its own and then people can watch it by itself, huh? Fuck it, doesn't matter. U.S. recklessly provoking Russia. America's rage of unchallenged global dominance risks unthinkable nuclear war. The world is going down with Trump. Our president twitters while he and Earth itself are pushed toward destruction. How U.S. armed terrorists in Syria. U.S. policy is complicit in the consolidation of power by Al-Qaeda in Syria. Trump's policy is clear. Civilian casualties don't matter in the war on terror. Airstrikes on cities and the use of white phosphorus, a war crime, guarantee a growing death toll. In Yemen's secret prisons, United Arab Emirates tortures and United States interrogates. Quote, I would die and go to hell rather than go back to this prison, unquote. Images Saudi Arabia doesn't want you to see. Batul Ali is 6 years old. She is one of nearly half a dozen children in Yemen suffering from severe malnutrition. Israel minister calls for full Saudi ties and official Riyadh visit. Intelligence minister invited King Solomon to send crown prince to Israel to establish mutual ties. Pro-Israel group is desperate to keep you from watching this video. When it comes to Israel, The American Jewish community would rather bully than think. The passion of Colin Kaepernick. The NFL, its billionaire owner, and the corporate errand boy of sports journalism simply cannot stand it. I am going to stand up and show pride in a flag. I am not going to stand up and show pride in a flag for a country that oppresses black people and people of color. Damn. GOP health bill, death, disaster, and gilded age greed. Give millionaires and billionaires a massive new tax cut by slashing health benefits for millions of Americans. Grenfell Bridge over troubled water. When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are on your eyes, I'll dry them all. U.S.-led strike in Syria kills 472 civilians this month. Senator Kaine, U.S. strikes on Syrian forces completely illegal. 4 killed in rebel attack in Syria. Syrian army annihilates Islamist leadership in East Damascus. Baghdadi near 100% certain death. IFAX report Russian senator. Russian warships fire cruise missiles at ISIS targets in Syria. Syrian government forces penetrate Daesh-held Deir Azor. Turkey and Russia to deploy in Syria's Idlib, Erdogan spokesperson. Turkish troops arrive in northern Aleppo to fight Kurds. U.S. has reassured Turkey it will reclaim weapons shipped to Kurdish militants. Russian forces arrive in southern Syria. 18 graphic video, ISIS beheads Russian spy who infiltrate Islamic State ranks. Norwegian force deploy to Syria. Report, CIA boss held secret talks with Syrian spy chief. The war on ISIS, Syrian war video map. Iraq, 50 civilian casualties in Mosul, shelling, 200 rescued. Suicide attacks kill 12 civilians fleeing Mosul. Soldier, 8 civilians killed by suicide bomber in Anbar, Monday morning. Massive response if Israel attacks, Nasrallah warns. Civilian casualties continue to rise in Yemen, warns UN Human Rights Office. Inside Yemen's secret prisons, we could hear the screams. Saudi's secret security forces foil attack on Grand Mosque in Mecca. Qatar crisis, Saudi-led states list 13 demands to end blockade. UK demand made in Qatar must be measured realistic. Turkey dismisses demand to close Qatar military base. Turkey to stop teaching evolution in schools as part of a new national curriculum. America's shadow war in Somalia gets a fresh start under Trump. Multiple terror attacks across Pakistan leave 62 dead, 100 injured. Pakistan won't tolerate U.S. drone attacks on its territory. Killed 42, bloodiest Ramadan in Kashmir in years. 11 killed, 20 injured in Afghan Taliban attack. Afghanistan Taliban leader wants the United States and NATO troops out. Constructive diplomatic relations are possible if demands met. Preemptive strike against North Korea an option, says Pentagon chief. North Korea calls Trump a psychopath. South Korea, U.S. was only supposed to install 1 missile defense launcher this year. In pictures, ISIS takes control of its first city in the Philippines. Fact or fiction, CIA captured Putin's instructions to help elect Trump. Poll. Voters grow weary of Russia probes. UK. More than 800 homes being evacuated over cladding. They got toxic houses in the United Kingdom. Armed Services Chairman moves forward with $640 billion defense policy bill. Watch Capitol Police drag disabled Trump care protesters from wheelchairs. Make 42 arrests. Rand Paul insurance should be available for $1 a day. Inauguration pay protesters sue DC over rectal probes. Damn, they got rectal probes on the Inauguration Day protest? Textilizer device tells police everything users do on their smartphone. Damn. DHS is starting to scan Americans' faces before they get to international flights. Uber driver fined $250 for not speaking English. Isn't that called discrimination? U.S. judge in Michigan books deportation of 100 Iraqis. Trump visited these factories to brag about jobs. Now they're laying off hundreds of workers. Trump admits he purposely misled public about Comey tapes. White House tries to water down Russia sanctions bill. Op-ed. The GOP colluded with Russia to hack North Carolina election. Senate announces probe of Loretta Lynch behavior in 2016 election. Trump appointee is a Saudi government lobbyist. Lawsuit accuses Trump of destroying essential historic records. Supreme Court anonymously reaffirms there is no hate speech exception to the First Amendment. 30 GOP congressmen have been attacked or threatened since May. Huh. No hate speech, huh? Other than the First Amendment? What's that mean? Let's read the article. The president has delivered speeches from... this isn't the work. This is not the article. What? This is the Israeli video unavailable. What does that mean? Where'd the video go? That's a Facebook video. That's why. Híjole. Maybe I'll get it to work in Google. Sometimes Facebook videos fail. I'm reading it from an email. Just the news. That was just today's news. That was every day I get the news in email from all the stuff that happens in the Middle East. Like daily, even down to the last suicide bombing. Isn't that crazy? They say Iran's going to deliver the intelligence showing how people are arming. Hopefully this video works here. I'm going to capture this video. If I can capture it, I'm going to capture it. Supposed to be you can watch them online. First speaker was Omar Shakir, the Israeli-Palestinian director of the Human Rights Watch. In dry, rather clinical terms, Shakir discussed some of the consequences of the fact that West Bank Palestinians are subjects, not citizens of Israel. He noted, for instance, that the Area C, which encompasses roughly 60% of the West Bank, is nearly impossible for Palestinians to obtain a permit to build a home. When Palestinians build without a permit, the Israeli government often demolishes their home. See if I click on this link, can I get to the videos? I would be in constant panic if you lived in the West Bank and you couldn't build a house. I can click on this video, I guess. There's only one video here. What is this? And there's no audio to it? Fuck that. Damn it. It's no fair. I have a flash problem. Not now. That sucks. Let's see, maybe. Gotta restart my computer or something. Yeah, there's links to every one of them. I can click on every one of them and get to the source. If you want to get to the source. Each story comes with the source. No, I don't have any news network. I want this freaking thing to work. Come on, work. Cross your fingers. Facebook video, work. 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 Here it goes. It's going to work. Yes. 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 What do you want, Gigi? What do you want, dog? No, no, don't. Maybe not. That sucks. You get tricked and you're like, yeah, it's going to work, and it doesn't. Maybe that's the video. Maybe I'm downloading the video without the player working. That would be cool. As long as I get the video, that's all I give a fuck. It's a compatibility issue. Could you imagine being a developer? You want to get your platform to work on all the different devices, the Linux, the Google, the Mac, the PC, everything. Everybody's got their own bullshit, and they all try to like connect in the same stupid language, right? And they're not very good at it. Like, there's a lot of fucking people not keeping up, and there's a lot of people that don't get supported. Oh my gosh, it's so fucking hot. Oh yeah, let's look for like NBC Weekly. There we go, that's important. These things I make every week. Courage is the prince that life extracts for granted peace? What? Courage is the price that life extracts for granted peace. For granting peace. Amelia Earhart. Courage is the price that life extracts for granting peace. Courage is the price. There we go. Communication with people who do not share our values. Communicating with people who do not share our values. Nonviolent communication works with everyone, even people who aren't familiar with the process and don't share our values, for connection and compassion. In fact, compassion automatically blossoms when we stay true to the principles of nonviolent communication. We don't try to convince someone to do it our way or to value the same things as we value. We merely focus on what we value, compassion amongst people and valuing everyone's needs. Some time ago, I worked with a realtor in a very difficult and challenging situation. At one point, I became worried he would remove himself from the situation before it was resolved, and I was terrified that I would be left on my own to manage it. So I said to him, "You must feel overwhelmed and wonder how you got yourself into this mess, am I right?" "Yes, I have asked myself that question numerous times. This couple is outrageous, and I'm afraid I'll be dragged into a lawsuit." "Yeah, it really is overwhelming, isn't it?" "Yes, it is. I would certainly understand if you choose to remove yourself. And when I think about that possibility, I feel terrified about handling this on my own. Can you think of anything that I can do that would help make it more appealing to you to see this through resolution? You know, marry one reason I'm still here is because of you. So the only thing you need to do is keep doing what you're doing. This is an awful situation, but you are very pleasant to work with. In the past, I might have tried to bully the realtor into staying on the project by insisting that he honor the contract. This time, I acknowledged his unmet need, expressed my own fears, and asked him how I could make it more worthwhile for him to stick it out. I would have let him out of his contract, in a heartbeat if that is what he wanted. He stood by me for 2 more months until the issue was resolved, even though the pressure grew more intense. No matter what we face, no matter how tempting it is to match might with might, we strive to meet our needs. If we strive to meet our needs without negatively affecting others, by doing this, we are actually more likely to meet our own needs, and we are better able to live peacefully. Seek awareness today of your needs and find harmonious ways to meet them. I need a picture of Amelia Earhart. Amelia Earhart. And did the video come in correctly? I don't think so. It's still downloading very slowly. Well, I'll let it keep going. Oh shit, someone's commented. Amelia Earhart. It's an image of her. What are you doing, dog? That's a good one. Her just smiling. Perfect. Woo! Oh my gosh. I want to edit some of this. Yeah, I'm going to take out the absolutism. Works with others. Even people not familiar with its process, OFNR process, or who don't share our values for connection and compassion. In fact, compassion automatically blossoms when staying true to principles of non-violent communication. We don't try to convince anyone to do it our way. We do not try to convince any others to do it our way, or to value those identical things that we value. We merely focus on what we value: compassion among people and valuing others' needs. Some time ago, working with a realtor in a difficult and challenging situation, at one point becoming, tricky with my words, becoming worried that I'm going to keep it gender neutral, people get pissed off about genders, that they would remove themselves from the situation before it resolved, and I felt terrified that I would get left on my own to manage it. So I said to them, you may feel overwhelmed and wonder how you got yourself into this mess, right? Yes, I have asked myself that question numerous times. This couple is outrageous, and I fear that I fear getting dragged into a lawsuit. It really seems overwhelming. Really seems overwhelming, huh? Huh? Yeah. Whew. It's hot, dog. Huh? Yes. Yes, it does. It does. It's no matter. I would certainly understand if you choose to remove yourself, and when I think about that possibility, I feel terrified about handling this on my own. Can you think of anything that I could do that could make it more appealing for you to see this through resolution? You know, the reason I still come here is because of you. You know, I still come here because of you. So the thing you could do to keep doing what you're doing. So if you could keep doing what you're doing, ... This seems like an awful situation, but you are very pleasant to work with. You please me when working with you. What do you want, dog? Don't lick me. In times past, I might have tried to bully a realtor into staying on a project by insisting they honor a contract. This time I acknowledged their unmet need, expressed my own fears, and asked them how I could make it more worthwhile to stick it out. I would have let them out of their contract in a heartbeat if they wanted. that they stood by me for 2 more months until issues resolved, even though pressure grew more intense. No matter what we face, no matter how tempted we get to match might with might, strive to meet needs without negatively affecting others. By doing this, we become more likely to meet our own needs, and better able to live peacefully. Seek awareness today of your needs and find harmonious ways to meet them. Bam! I killed it on that. You see how I did that? Anybody stick with me through that? Yeah, 3 people. 2 people here still. Huh? Wow. I do that every week. See? It's like a lesson in nonviolent communication I put together. And I not only make it, I don't just pass it on, I fix it and I make it pronoun, like I make it gender neutral, I take out the absolutes and I make it in E prime, so that way I incorporate general semantics with nonviolent communication to enhance it. I find rather productive. I'm going to make it into a video too. So I make a little video out of it and I share it to this groups. In a group, high, simple, carb, general semantic, compassion, anarchy, liberty, market. What kind of group is that? Like nobody's in that group. Like nobody's in that group. But there's a different group of nonviolent communication open group I put it in. Fuck, it's hot. I need to jump in the shower again. I better stop this broadcast too, that way I get the news out, huh? I don't know, it doesn't matter. Nobody really watches my news. I could cut it, I could trim it on its own. Liberty for the individual in Morocco. Oh wow, my friend Marissa is live in frickin' Morocco to spread the message of liberty to Islamic people. She's gonna get herself killed. What do you think of that? You think she's in Morocco and she's like frickin' hardcore anarchist? Doesn't look very happy. We'll see. Let's see if it works. Oh shit, hey, what's up, Circus Peanut? My friend's in Morocco. Is this video gonna work? I hope so. Nope, something went wrong. Fuck, it's failure. That sucks. The guy I'm staying with has another farm and some crazy varieties of red flesh durian. If your mother is interested in this, she should contact him. Cool, my mom liked that message, so she's going to contact him and get this red flesh durian. That sounds cool, huh? Red flesh durian. Let's see where these videos are that I'm uploaded from earlier today. They've probably uploaded by now, huh? Dude, that sucks. Oh. Where is it at now? 10 minutes ago? Really? Z8 is up. Oh, so Z8's already up? All the videos are up on here. Alright. That works for me. We're on video 6, though. We're still uploading video 6 from this phone that we're on right now. If I stop broadcasting, it would probably upload faster, huh? That's probably a good idea. That's probably responsible broadcasting is just kill it, huh? Let's see what they're doing. Let's see what's happening on these crypto dream stream. Everybody wants to go big, man. Everybody wants to be a movie star. You know what I mean? But crypto dreams is still on, and vegan traveler is still in his room, huh? No. Uploading torrents. I'm not uploading torrents. I'm out of hard drive space. I'm low on hard drive space. Oh man, I'm gonna kill it. Let's delete something though. I know I have some shit to delete somewhere. Yeah, I'm not seeding anything. It's not that big a deal. This is a park. Is this the new one that I just downloaded? Wow. Oh, we are fixing this too. Effects, amplitude restoration, noise reduction, capture profile. Yeah. Truth crab. Muted. Yeah. Joe Rives on. Amber Crombie and Snitch is on. There's a bunch of people on. Bunch of people on Sunday night, huh? Amelia Earhart, her picture's downloaded. Let's minimize this shit. 21%, video 6. Ah, man. Shit. I could just take a nap. I'll be back. I've been fighting through the heat all day. I've been in the cool and the heat. I fucking pushed through crazy, man. I think I took a break. It's a good idea. I'll come back. Thanks for the freaking people who through here. Yeah. I'd rather I could just pass out on camera. Like at the same time, it's probably just better to just freaking turn it off and like let the people get their views. See what happens. Peace. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, nice and freaking burning hot. Oh boy, I'm glad it's after dark and it's dropping below body temperature. Get out of here, Gigi. What are you doing? No, no, no. Okay, bye.